welcome back to another vlog. Happy Tuesday. This is gonna be another good week. It's a pretty chill week. I actually had 2 clients reschedule this week. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to attempt to fill those spots. I'm just gonna leave it be because they both were my last clients of the day. That's the beauty of working for yourself, making your own schedule, because the last several weeks straight were super busy for me. I've been super booked up, working late nights, and I'm so grateful for it. But, you know, I need a little bit of a break, so balance. I'm gonna take this week a little easy, and then my brother is coming into town this weekend, and I took off all next week so that I could hang out with him because the last time he came to visit, I was working the entire time. We're just gonna do a few clients this week. I'm gonna do my own hair this week, get my nails done, and I have a few little things that I wanna do to the salon, like just some little decor things. But first, I have to put this color away. I stopped at Cosmoprof to just grab a few colors that I was running low on, and I got some more clips. These like tight grip ones, really good for clients that have fine hair or when I'm working around the hairline and doing like the money piece and stuff. And last but not least, my tile came in. I showed you guys in the last vlog, I have this peel and stick backsplash behind the shampoo bowl that I got on Amazon. And it's cute. You know, I like it. I think it looks nice. And I went to go order more of it to fill in this wall a little bit more, but then I ended up finding a different one that was the same price that I liked the look of so much more. And I just got so excited that I ordered it in the first color that I saw. So this is the color of the one that I originally ordered that came in last week. But then I was like, oh, that kind of blends right in with the floating shelves. I don't think I like the look of that. It just, the color is just too close. So then I saw that they had this color instead, the white, but you can see it's like textured, and these are pretty heavy, and it really just looks in person like it looks like real stone. It is so beautiful. And the same price of that, which in comparison, this looks so much more expensive and more luxe. So I ordered this color so that I could hold them both up. Yeah, I definitely like the lighter one better. Just because this literally is like the same kind of color. We need a little more contrast. And then I also brought my measuring tape. I want to measure the window and the window on the door. So I want to get blinds for the door. Finally, I know. I moved into this suite a year ago, and a lot of people were like, you should get blinds or something for the door to add more privacy. And it doesn't really bother me, but I would like to do more filming in here, I think. So I think having blinds would help so that, you know, because the waiting room is literally right there, which I don't mind, but if I'm trying to like film, it's a little awkward having someone just sitting there staring at me through the window. And this window here, I have these sheer curtains, which work great because they still let in tons of light, but give me a little privacy. But I feel like the wall just looks really bare. So I want to put like here on this wall a curtain rod and then put some curtains also, so that way it'll add a little more texture and like pop of color. I was looking at these brown curtains that I think would look really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna measure that stuff at some point when I get a chance, and then I'll order everything. I have it saved in my cart already on Amazon. I was just waiting to make sure I get the correct size, and then it'll probably get here next week, which is perfect because my brother will be here in our free time. If he doesn't mind, he can help me set all this stuff up. So you won't see these things until the next vlog, but that's what my game plan is. That's what we have to look forward to. I just have a quick day today. I have 2 people. They're both returning clients. First one is getting a half head of foils, and then my second client is getting roots. Should be pretty quick. I should be out of here in like 5 hours. So I'll show you my client's hair when she gets here. Tuesday. Happy Wednesday. Yesterday was so great. I ended up finishing my second client earlier than expected. I got home around like 3 or 3:30 or something. Incredible. Today's gonna be a longer day for me. First I have Pilates, then I am going to a nail appointment, and I'm excited because I've been going to the same place for a very long time now. I feel bad cheating on them, but for a while now, like the last several months, I'd say, I just haven't been loving the quality of how my nails look. I feel like when they're freshly done, like that first day, they look almost like the tiniest bit grown out. Like, to me, they don't look like I just got them done right there and then. It looks like, oh, these were done like a few days ago or even a week ago. And I feel like as a result, they just grow out super fast. And normally I go every 3 weeks to get my nails filled. But lately, even after like a week and a half, I'm like, they look like they could be redone. I also just feel like the shape hasn't really been consistent. Like, I can look at them and objectively, they're like all different lengths and different shapes, and they're kind of thick, not super neat around the edges. I'm very understanding because working in this industry, like, obviously I get it. We have our days sometimes even our weeks where we're just kind of feeling off and maybe our work is not like top notch. So I always try to give it like multiple chances. But like I said, it's been months now and I'm like, all right, I think it's time that I try someone new. So I'm going to someone that actually is in a salon suite, which I think is cool. Her work looks amazing from what I've seen online. So she didn't have time soon to do everything, like remove what I currently have, do a fresh new set all in one appointment. So I broke it up. So today I'm just gonna get this removed, and then I'm gonna go back in a couple of days to get a fresh full set. I'm curious to see how my nails are going to look under this. I've been getting like the hard gel overlay on top of my natural nails. I don't know how like weak my real nails are going to be underneath, and I'm really hoping that they don't hurt or, you know, break these couple days where they're just gonna be naked. So I don't know. But yeah, doing that after Pilates, then I'm gonna go to work. I have 2 clients, but my first one, a big appointment. She has a lot of hair, so it's still gonna be kind of a longer day. And then I'll be working till about 7 o'clock. That is the game plan. I gotta go. I will see you after I get my nails done. There's my natural nails. She asked if I wanted to cut them down just to help prevent any breaking, but I asked her to just leave them long, and we'll see. I'm just gonna try to be really careful and hopefully not break them. If 1 or 2 break, I'll either maybe ask her to put a tip on or just cut them all down short and like start fresh. I don't know. We'll see. I just saw that Starbucks has their fall menu out now, so I'm gonna go get a pumpkin cream cold brew because I have a little bit of time before I have to be to the salon, so let's go get that. No, that's okay. First one of the season. So good. Just got home and I am dead. Do you remember a few months ago I talked about this very problematic client that I have been telling myself that I'm not gonna take anymore? I did her hair a handful of times, and every appointment is always spaced out several months. And I feel like it's just enough time that goes by that I like forget about the trauma that she caused me the last time I saw her. And then I'm like, oh, maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. I don't know why, after everything that she has put me through, all of like the stress and anxiety and hard work, to then just have like a disappointed reaction and like shit on me and my work. I don't know why I do it, but I had crafted a text and I saved it in my notes, because where it left off basically was I did her hair. I spent all day, like she was the only client I had that day, because I wanted to be able to take my time and be as meticulous and detailed as possible, only for her to still not be happy and to like shit on my work and just tell me it wasn't good and not good enough or whatever. She was gonna come back a few days later for me to tweak it or fix it, as she would say. And I was preparing to have this conversation with her in person and just tell her, we're just not a good fit for each other. I don't feel comfortable booking any more appointments with you moving forward. But then she ended up texting me the morning of, like literally as I was about to head out the door, to cancel. And of course I was very relieved after that. So what I did was I typed up a text message, because I knew the time was gonna come that she would reach back out to me at some point. And I was like, I need to be ready and have what I want to say prepared. That way I can just copy, paste, send, and make the whole thing less stressful and just easier on myself. Well, she just texted me. Oh, and I almost thought for a while there that maybe I was in the clear. Maybe she also picked up on the vibe that we're just not a good fit, and maybe she went and found somebody else. But no, of course not. But here's the text that I typed up. I think I might have read it in that original vlog, but hey blank, I did a lot of thinking after our last appointment together, and I just don't think I'm the right fit as your hairstylist. I thought after the first couple of sessions I had a better grasp on what you were looking for, but we're definitely missing each other somehow, and I don't want you to waste your time or money on a result you aren't going to be 100% satisfied with. I don't want to just leave you hanging though, so if you'd like a list of some other great stylists in the area, I'm happy to give you some names. Thanks for understanding. The thing though is, like, I would feel so bad even sending her to someone. Maybe I should send her to my old salon. The only problem though is that she's just asking for a haircut, and she's always been satisfied with the cuts that I give her. I might have to kind of revise that a little bit. I don't know. Either way, it's 7:18 now, so I am not responding to her until tomorrow, because that is part of my boundaries, is that I do not get back to clients outside of business hours. But I just thought that it was so funny. I'm like, oh my God, here she is again. Here she is again. And it's crazy, because you would think that if you are not satisfied every time someone is doing your hair, like you just are finding something to pick apart, something that you're not happy with, why would you keep going back to that person? Right? But yeah, one of these days I will gather all of my notes and everything I can remember from the appointments I've had with this person, and I will do like a proper story time, because I did tell you guys in that vlog some of the backstory, but I didn't give you every detail. But I'm gonna go have dinner and just chill the rest of the night. This week has just turned out to be really strange, because I told you at the beginning of this vlog how it's like a shorter, easier week. I'm not as busy, and then I had 2 clients that had rescheduled. Well, now I had another one reach out to me yesterday to reschedule. So now I don't have any clients on my schedule tomorrow. I was only gonna have 2 people, and both of them have since rescheduled. And like I said, I am honestly not mad about it. I have people I could reach out to see if they want to fill the spot, but I don't really feel like it, to be completely honest with you. And since my brother's coming into town this weekend, I kind of just want to have the day tomorrow to get caught up on laundry, clean up a little bit, get the guest room ready for him. I feel like in this industry, you gotta just kind of go with the waves, because you're gonna have some weeks where you are so booked and busy, and you gotta take that money while you can get it. Because then there's going to be other weeks where you're randomly slow and it seems like everybody is canceling or rescheduling. And then sometimes you also just need to take some time off so that you don't get burnt out. We're making sure other people look good and are all fresh for holidays and weekends and important things. Same thing for people that work retail or work, in restaurants. Holidays and weekends typically are when we are our busiest, so we don't get to enjoy that time off to relax, and we need that. I hear the cat calling me. That was another thing that I wanted to share with you guys. Oh, focus, hello. Because ever since my boyfriend moved in, and I've been showing the cat a little bit here and there, so many people have been like, oh my God, you got a cat? When did you get a cat? This is Maxie. This is the same cat that I had when I was in college, back when I first started my YouTube channel. I actually got her before I ever posted my first YouTube video, so she's been around for a long time. I adopted her back in 2012, summer of 2012, and looking back at pictures, she definitely was young, but not like a full kitten. I know the animal shelter estimated that she was probably about a year old when I adopted her, so she's like 14 now at least. But she doesn't look it or act it at all. But yeah, I've had her since college. She was at my parents' house for a little while. Then when my boyfriend and I had moved in together originally years ago, she was living at the house with us, and she just got so attached to him and vice versa. So then when we broke up and I moved down to North Carolina, he wanted me to leave her there with him. I was sad to leave her, but also I just knew that was what was gonna be best for her because they just have such a strong bond. Like, she's literally obsessed with him. So she's been in Pennsylvania with him the last few years while we were broken up and then back together but long distance. And then when he moved down here a couple months ago, he brought her with him. Her and Benny get along really, really well. She's known him since he was a baby because I adopted him when he was 8 weeks old. And I remember when I first brought him home, she immediately went up to him and licked him on the nose. So yeah, they've gotten along since day one. She's a strange one. She is not like a typical cat. She is super, super friendly, is not afraid of dogs, loves people. Like, she's not the type of cat that is gonna go hide somewhere when people come over. Like, she will be out looking for attention. I'm so happy, even though I know it's still summer, and I love summer, and I still hopefully have a few beach days ahead of me, but I love fall and fall flavors. We got a witch's brew. I'm so excited. I know that these sell out super fast and they've been really hard to find. I just finished my Pilates class. There's like a nutrition supplement kind of place right next door, and they had it. So I got a case and then I got a cold one. So, ooh, trying to open this without breaking a nail. All right, we're good. I was very careful during my workout too. Nails are still going strong, knock on wood. Cheers, first witch's brew of the season. It's several hours later. After Pilates, I went to Salon Centric, stocked up on toners. Then I went to the salon to drop them off and also grab some supplies because I want to refresh my toner. My roots are starting to grow in, and I mean, it's really only noticeable if you really look up close and in certain lighting, but my roots are a little bit ashier and maybe like a smidge lighter than the ends of my hair. So I just like to do a gloss every once in a while to slightly darken and richen my roots, and then also just help refresh the ends. I definitely have some pieces that are starting to look a little bit red and it's a little uneven. So it's time to just do a refresh. And I was gonna do it while I was at the salon, But then I figure I need to take like a full shower tonight anyway and shave and exfoliate and like do all that kind of stuff. So it's just easier for me to do it here, and then I can just hop in the shower to wash it out. I also, aside from the toners at Salon Centric, I got this Way hair and body mist. It's in the scent St. Bart's. It literally smells exactly like the coconut vanilla candle from Bath and Body Works. It smells really good. I love a body mist when I'm gonna go work out or just like running the grocery store, doing something that it's not really worth using like real perfume because I don't want to waste it. Just an all over, or like when your hair's dirty, you just want it to smell nice and clean and good and fresh. But most perfumes and body sprays have alcohol in it, which can dry your hair out. So it's nice that this is specifically for your hair. So yeah, I'm gonna do this later because we're gonna have dinner here in a bit and then go for a walk. But I wanted to update you guys because I finally responded to my client. And okay, so I said, hey blank, our last few appointments together left me feeling like I'm not the right fit as your hairstylist since you've never been 100% happy with the results. So I don't feel comfortable booking any future appointments. Thanks for understanding. I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer. Nice and to the point. I don't know, it's interesting because there is definitely this side of my personality that is very blunt and to the point and not worried about like being overly sensitive and if I'm gonna hurt someone's feelings, because I'm like, well, it's just the truth. I'm just being honest. This is just me being myself. But then there's that other part of me that can feel so awkward and uncomfortable with confrontation, especially with certain personality types. So as I'm typing it out, I was like really nervous and I'm like, should I be a little bit more apologetic? Does this sound too cold? Is it gonna come across bitchy? And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Like, just keep it to the point, keep it direct. It doesn't need all this extra fluff. You don't need to apologize because, I mean, quite frankly, I don't think there's anything to apologize for. And she responded a few minutes later, and she said, I've never had an issue with your haircuts. They were great, but that's cool. I get it. You take care. So, you know, I feel so relieved. It's like this weight has been lifted off my shoulders. It just is what it is, and I don't feel a need to respond to that. All of that stress and worrying, and that it was just that simple. It was that simple, and hopefully it's helpful or relatable if you're kind of going through something similar, or if you ever do in the future. It's really that simple. Just keep it professional, to the point. You can use my exact message as your script if you'd like, and I will definitely do a full story time soon. Now that we have a conclusion to all of this, I'll share more details. My boyfriend was like, well, if it were me, I would just keep taking the money. Like, who cares? What's the big deal? I'm like, you don't understand. Clearly, he does not work in this field or in any client-facing field. Because at the end of the day, if you are still having to bring the client back in after every single appointment to do an adjustment, to fix things, and you're using more time, more product, it's like they're getting 2 appointments for the price of 1 every single time they come in. What money? At that point, you know, it's like I'm doing more work and I'm making less money, and then also being stressed out in the end. And then also, if then that is running into other appointments I have throughout that week and it's affecting the quality of the work that I'm able to do on other people, that's not good for my business. Overall, I am losing out. And also, no matter what, no amount of money is worth being stressed and super anxious and not having peace. And the great thing about being independent and having my own business is that I can pick and choose what services I do and what clientele I work on. There is nothing wrong with saying no to someone, especially if you've given it multiple chances and it's just, you're still not seeing eye to eye. Anyway, I will see you in a couple hours when it's time to do my hair. Good morning. Here's how my hair turned out. You can see all the red that was on the ends is now gone. It feels so good to have freshly toned hair and a fresh blowout. And I'm happy that it's Friday and it's gonna be another easy day. This has been such a good week. Just the perfect balance, and it's been truly needed. So I'm going to Pilates this morning, like usual. And then I'm doing a men's cut, which is so funny because in the last vlog, I was just talking about how I do not do men's hair. But one of my Instagram friends, Johnny, Sweet Angel, he was like, I literally just watched your vlog where you talked about why you don't do men's hair. And I totally get it and respect it. So no worries. But my hairstylist just went on maternity leave. Would you be willing to give me a haircut? And I do still have my clippers and my trimmers and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna do a men's cut. And then I have a full foil with a cut and then a root touch up. But let's go to Pilates first. I will see you at the salon. It's currently Saturday morning. I made it, however many, 3 days I think it was. Did not break any of my nails or even crack any of them, which I am honestly so shocked and impressed with myself. But I'm kind of thinking about just cutting them short anyway. I don't know. I'm just kind of craving the feeling of like nice, clean, fresh, short nails. We will see. But I do know that I want to do like a funny bunny milky white this time around. That's what I am craving. Look how they just look so gross right now. Ew. But yeah, gonna go to this nail appointment and then maybe grab a coffee while I'm out. The curtains that I ordered for the salon suite are supposed to be arriving today. I'm not sure what time. So if they get here around the time I get back from my nail appointment, I might go bring the stuff over there and set that up. I don't know. We will see, but I'll check in with you once I figure out what I'm doing. Here's how the nails turned out. I decided to go kind of in the middle, so cut them down a little bit shorter, but still kept the same like almondy kind of shape. I think these are perfect because they feel like clean and fresh and shorter, but I still have nails. So, because sometimes I feel like when I go really short, then my hands just look really stubby. She really, I was there for 2 hours and she really took her time and was super detailed. And my cuticles look incredible and they're very even and they just look so good. And I don't know what color she used specifically. I just told her I wanted like a milky white. So it's something like Funny Bunny, if that's not what this is. I'm very happy. And I stopped and I got my coffee, which I already drank half of just on the drive home. Still don't know what we're gonna do the rest of the day. Actually, let me check if my package arrived yet. It's not here yet, but it was out for delivery since 6 a.m. And I checked my brother's location. He is officially on his way. But I'm gonna go inside and make something to eat and see what my boyfriend is up to, what he feels like doing. It's actually a really nice day out. It's like cloudy and not too hot, so maybe we'll go for a walk. We'll see.